Mark my words, this is just the beginning. Those were the electrifying words that erupted from Julius Malema's mouth on the parliamentary floor this week, leaving ANC members squirming in their seats and opposition benches roaring with approval. The firebrand EFF leader didn't just stir the pot, he may have just lit the fuse on what could become President Cyril Ramaphosa's biggest political crisis yet. In a speech that has now gone viral across social media, Malema dropped what many are calling a political grenade during Wednesday's heated parliamentary session. He revealed what he claims is Parliament's next major step, an unprecedented committee review into Ramaphosa's alleged mishandling of key constitutional obligations, specifically in relation to the Fela farm saga and what insiders describe as his paralysis in leadership during the country's worsening economic and energy crisis. This man must be held accountable, no one is above the Constitution. Malema didn't mince words. How can a sitting president hide millions of dollars in a sofa, fail to report it, and still stand here like everything is normal? Malema thundered, waving a printout of what he described as evidence submissions handed to parliamentary review boards. Ramaphosa thinks this parliament is a joke. But South Africans are not fools. This man must be held accountable, no one is above the Constitution. The atmosphere in parliament was electric. Even DA members, often cautious of aligning with the EFF, looked visibly shaken. Some nodded subtly. There was tension, disbelief, and something else, fear. Because for the first time in months, there's growing consensus across party lines that Ramaphosa's political immunity may be cracking. What did Parliament just approve? According to insiders close to the Speaker's office, Parliament has now greenlit a motion to allow a full special parliamentary committee, involving opposition and ANC members, to investigate the President's alleged breaches of executive conduct. While the ANC leadership may downplay this as routine parliamentary oversight, political analysts aren't buying it. This is no ordinary review, says Saifo Dlamini, a political analyst at the South African Institute of Political Affairs. This is the first formal multi-party-backed probe into a sitting president since Jacob Zuma's Nkandla debacle. And remember, Zuma also said, there's nothing to worry about until his own party turned on him. Context, Fela and the growing discontent. The real trigger. The never-resolved Fela farm scandal. Let's rewind. In 2020, a bizarre incident occurred at Ramaphosa's game farm, where a large sum of US dollars, allegedly over $4 million, was stolen, reportedly hidden in furniture. Ramaphosa failed to report the theft to SAPS or SARS. Instead, his private security allegedly handled it off the books. The president said the money was from the sale of buffaloes, a story few buy anymore. Since then, questions have mounted: why wasn't the theft reported through formal channels? Why hide foreign currency? Was it even legal? And where is the tax record? Malema and other critics say these are not just ethical concerns, they may be criminal ones. Public reaction: we're tired of the cover UPS. Outside Parliament, the backlash has been explosive. Twitter/X lit up under trending hashtags like #RamaphosaMustGo and #EFFExpose, while TikTok clips of Malema's fiery speech racked up millions of views overnight. Even historically apolitical influencers are weighing in, calling for accountability and transparency. It's the same game, just different players. We voted for a new dawn, but all we got was another cloudy mess, said user at Nkili from Soweto in a video viewed over 300,000 times in 24 hours. Meanwhile, COSATU and the SACP, traditionally Ramaphosa allies, have remained noticeably silent, prompting speculation that the president's traditional support bases are losing faith. ANC's growing civil. Behind closed doors, ANC insiders are reportedly panicking. Factions loyal to former President Jacob Zuma and others quietly aligned with Lindiwe Sisulu are allegedly seizing this moment to push for internal votes of no confidence. Some within the ANC-NEC have reportedly started whispering, maybe it's time for fresh leadership. A leaked WhatsApp message allegedly from a senior ANC MP reads, "Cyril's silence is becoming our biggest liability. We cannot defend the indefensible forever." If this sentiment grows, Ramaphosa could soon find himself politically isolated, not by the opposition, but by his own party. So, what happens next? Right now, the Special Parliamentary Committee is being formed. It will reportedly summon witnesses, including senior SARS officials, domestic workers at Fela, and possibly even members of the president's private security. Ramaphosa will be given the opportunity to respond, but Malema and others are already signaling that they won't back down unless full accountability is delivered. Legal experts warn that while this review won't immediately remove the president, it could result in a formal impeachment inquiry if wrongdoing is found. And that's not just political theater, that's constitutional teeth. Final take, a turning point or just more noise? Is this really the beginning of Ramaphosa's fall? We've seen presidents survive scandals before, but this time feels different. Not because of the noise, but because of who's making it, and the timing. South Africa is staring down high unemployment, rolling blackouts, a growing debt crisis, and a 2026 election that's shaping up to be the most contested in democratic history. If this parliamentary process gains traction, and if Ramaphosa fails to defend himself convincingly, his presidency could spiral from weakened to untenable faster than anyone expects. Malema has made his move. Parliament has picked up the gauntlet. Now all eyes turn to the man at the center of it all, Cyril Ramaphosa. And as Malema put it in that now iconic mic drop moment, if Parliament does nothing, we'll do it in the streets. The people are watching, and the people are ready. Comment below. Do you think this is the beginning of the end for President Ramaphosa? Or is Julius Malema just playing politics again? Let us know. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more uncensored South African political news, right here on Daily News SA.